Hello, habit builders. In our last video, we explored Chapter 8 and discovered how to make habits irresistible by understanding the power of dopamine and temptation bundling. We learned that it's not just the reward itself that motivates us, but the anticipation of that reward that gets our brains fired up and ready to take action. But here's something that might blow your mind even more. All of that internal motivation we talked about. It's actually being shaped by something completely outside of your control, the people around you. Today we are diving into Chapter 9, where James Clear reveals one of the most powerful forces influencing your habits that you probably never even think about, your social environment. Think about it for a second. Have you ever noticed how you start using the same phrases as your best friend? Or how you suddenly develop a taste for foods your roommate loves? That's not coincidence. That's your brain's natural tendency to copy the behaviors of people around you, and it's one of the most powerful forces shaping who you become. Let me tell you about one of the most fascinating stories that proves just how powerful our environment really. Back in the year 1960, there was this Hungarian psychologist named Laszlo Polgar who had a radical belief. He thought genius wasn't something you are born with, it's something you create through environment and culture. So he decided to prove it with his own daughters in what became one of the most incredible social experiments in history. Here's what he did. He created an entire family culture centered around chess. From the moment his daughters could walk, chess wasn't just a game in their house, it was the air they breathed. The girls were homeschooled, surrounded by chess books, spent hours playing against each other, and chess success was celebrated like birthdays. And here's the crazy part, it worked beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Susan, the oldest, started beating adults at chess when she was just 4 years old. Sophia became a world champion by age 14. But Judith, the youngest, absolutely shattered records. She became the youngest chess grandmaster in history, even beating Bobby Fischer's record, and stayed ranked as the world's #1 female chess player for 27 years. But here's the thing, this wasn't about some magical chess gene. It was about the environment and social influence. When chess mastery is normal in your house, when everyone around you spends hours thinking about chess strategy, when your family celebrates chess victories, then becoming a chess master becomes the most natural thing in the world. The Polgar sisters didn't just learn chess. They absorbed a culture where excellence at chess was simply what their family did. The 3 groups that shape you. Now, James Clear breaks down exactly how this social influence works by identifying 3 specific groups whose habits we unconsciously copy. And once you understand these, you'll never look at your social circle the same way again. First, we imitate the close, our family and friends. These are the people we spend the most time with, and their habits become our habits almost automatically. It's like behavioral osmosis, you can't help but absorb what's around you. If your friends go to the gym every morning, you'll probably start feeling weird about sleeping in. If your family always watches TV during dinner, that'll feel completely normal to you. The closer you are to someone, the more likely you are to pick up their habits without even trying. Second, we imitate the many, the crowd or tribe. This goes back thousands of years to when humans lived in small groups for survival. Being kicked out of your tribe literally meant death. So our brains are wired to notice what everyone else is doing and follow along. Most of the time, we'd rather be wrong with the crowd than be right by ourselves. That's why peer pressure is so powerful. and why changing your habits often means changing your social environment. Third, we imitate the powerful people with status and prestige. We naturally want to copy the habits of people we admire or respect. If your boss always arrives early and stays organized, you'll probably start doing the same. If your favorite influencer talks about their morning routine, you might find yourself trying it out. We are drawn to behaviors that seem to bring success, respect, and admiration. It's like our brains are constantly asking, what do successful people do differently? Why this changes everything. Here's what's really mind-blowing about all this. You are not just fighting against your own willpower when you try to change a habit, you are fighting against the invisible social pressure of everyone around you. If you are trying to eat healthier but your family orders pizza every night, if you are trying to read more but your friends spend every evening binge-watching Netflix, if you are trying to wake up early but your roommate stays up until 2 a.m. making noise, you are swimming against a very strong current. Claire puts it perfectly, the normal behavior of the tribe often overpowers the desired behavior of the individual. Think about how true this is. How many times have you tried to stick to a new habit, only to find yourself sliding back into old patterns when you are around certain people? It's not that you lack willpower, it's that you are unconsciously programmed to fit in with your social group. But here's the flip side, and this is where it gets exciting. You can use this social influence to your advantage. One of the most powerful things you can do to build better habits is to join a culture where your desired behavior is completely normal. Want to get fit? Start hanging out with people who work out regularly. Want to be more creative? Join a community of artists or writers. Want to learn a new skill? Find a group where everyone's learning the same thing. The magic happens when you find people who not only have the habits you want, but who you also have something else in common with. Maybe it's your age, your profession, your sense of humor, or your values. When you share that common ground, it becomes even easier to adopt their positive habits because you already see yourself as part of their group, making it work in real life. So how do you actually apply this? Start by taking an honest look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. What are their habits around health, money, productivity, relationships, and personal growth? Because whether you realize it or not, you are probably becoming the average of those 5 people. If you want to level up your habits, you might need to level up your social circle. Now, I'm not saying you need to dump all your friends. That's not realistic or kind. But you can be more intentional about who you spend time with and what environments you put yourself in. Maybe that means joining a book club if you want to read more, finding a workout buddy if you want to exercise consistently, or attending networking events if you want to build better professional habits. Maybe it means spending less time with people who constantly complain and more time with people who are working toward their goals. The beautiful thing is that nothing sustains motivation better than belonging to a tribe where your desired behavior is just what people do. When you are surrounded by people who share your values and habits, those behaviors stop feeling like work and start feeling like identity. You are not just someone trying to exercise, you are part of a group of active people. You are not just attempting to eat healthier, you are part of a community that values wellness. So choose your tribe wisely, because they are not just your friends, they are literally shaping who you become, one habit at a time. What habits are you working on, and how is your social circle helping or hurting your progress? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if this video helped you see your relationships in a new light, smash that like button and subscribe for more insights that'll help you build the life you actually want. Until next time, keep building those atomic habits.